Hi, Joel.
Hey, guitar man.
How you doing?
Better than you.
Oh, you are.
I'm always better
So
than
this means you know how to play the guitar.
you. I play the drums.
You play the skin flute.
Skin flute. He said skin flute.
It's episode 46 of the Medellin podcast.
Can you imagine?
The Medellin podcast. Remember when we used to be called the Medellin podcast?
That was like last week.
What are we called now, Joel?
We call the Colombia podcast. Why is that? Why are we called the Colombia podcast, Nicolás?
Because we're all over the Colombia, bro.
Oh, all over the Colombia.
We're all over the Colombia. I'm like mountain the Colombia. I'm a Colombia mountain man.
I'm up in the mountains.
It's episode 46 of the Colombia
46.
podcast.
Wow.
In English and in Spanish.
100% Spanish. And Andrew, you got something to sing about Nicolás or el Chuzo de Jota. What do you have to say
It's
about that?
episode 46 of the Medellin, formerly known as the Medellin podcast. Now it's Colombia podcast with Nicolás from el Chuzo de Jota. And he just got us drunk. Or he's going to get us drunk, right?
He's going to get us drunk.
I'm gonna get you this wrong.
They're not going to get me drunk. And I taught them everything they know. Welcome to episode number 46.
It's episode 46 of the Colombia podcast. My name is Andrew Messia.
I'm Joel Duncan.
And my name is Nicolás.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
Cage. There you
Yeah.
go.
Famous people are popping up on this
Sure.
podcast.
It's episode
Woo!
46.
Maybe it
Joel.
doesn't look like that.
Yeah, well, you kind of look like Nicolas Cage if you
Yeah?
were Hispanic
And in a
young,
cage.
and
Locked up.
in a cage for many
Locked
years.
up abroad. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so Joel, it's episode 46. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's sort of scary because I remember when we sat down on
Scary?
the
What are
couch.
you,
No, scary
a
meaning
girl?
that we're no. If I'm a girl, girls want to get. What did you say?
Yeah, you said you're scared.
You don't
because-
think men get scared?
No.
Nicholas, you don't get scared ever?
No, of course not.
See,
Told you.
You
Oh,
see?
just me and Gabby who's
Yeah.
here in the building.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. I'm not a man. I get scared. I admit it.
episode
46,
I'm so scared.
So that's the way I feel. Like that's my inner voice talking right there. It's not scary. It's scary meaning scary how quickly time flies. That's what I meant. I don't actually get scared. But I meant scary
Sure.
how time flies. Really, I did mean that because we sat on the couch and we said, all right, while drunk, of course, we were drinking. We're going to commit to 52 episodes, 1 year of episodes. And I just remembered that little challenge that we gave ourselves. And we're getting very, very, very close. So for those of you watching, listening, whatever, who should we have as guest number 52? You got to tell us soon. You got to tell us now. And we're going to work our butts to get that guest number 52. We're going well beyond 52 episodes. But I think that's an amazing landmark to me.
I vote for Donald Trump as episode 52.
Yeah.
I would love to have
I
Donald
mean,
Trump here.
I mean.
I would love
That's
to
it.
have Donald. I don't think he'll come here. There's very bad people here. The Mexicans.
Yeah,
Right?
It's a
He
very
doesn't
bad
like-
hombres.
Colombia podcast, the best podcast. I've never had so much better
never seen a
podcast.
better podcast.
Best podcast. Thank you.
Let me tell you, no one knows podcasts better than me.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Okay,
So-
but no. You go ahead.
Yeah. What are you drinking today? Episode 46.
Man, I've been practicing this name all day because apparently I mess it up on every single episode. But I drink the same thing every single week. Pisela from La Posta from...
Please don't fuck that.
Okay, here we
please.
go. La Repiña.
You
There
fucked it
you
up.
go.
La
Fuck
Repiña.
that, bro.
La Re...
Ravinia.
Ravinia. Ravinia.
Raviña.
There you go.
Hey, Juan, don't kill me. I know I'm slaughtering
La
the name of your
Raviña.
business. La Raviña. La Raviña.
By the way, La Ravinia is a wine shop, which is his competitor.
Yeah, actually.
No, it's not.
Actually,
That's your
no,
supplier.
actually, I sell wines, of course.
Oh,
they
so it is
supply
a
you.
competitor.
No, they
Oh,
don't
he
supply
sells
me, they
wine,
don't
but
supply
you're a
me.
liquor store. He's a
Yeah,
wine
Hey,
shop.
he's a
nothing
wine
like some
store.
healthy
Like,
competition.
yeah.
Hey, trust me, we get no sponsorship from anybody. We just big people up that
Yeah.
we like, as part of our regular
Oh,
life.
trust
this
me.
is part of my regular life.
If El Chuzo de Jota decided to bring us a bottle every
Of
day,
whatever?
we would never mention La Ravinia
Sorry,
ever
wine.
again.
No, but I love this wine.
I'm considering.
If you live in Medellin, please check out La Posta. I will proudly say this bottle costs about 65,000 pesos. It's not like the cheap 30,000 ones, but for that price range, this to me is one of the best wines. I would sell it if I were you. Just figure out if you can get
La
a
Posta.
discount from him and sell it.
I-
But this is amazing wine for the price. Everybody that I've let taste this said it's definitely a great wine, and that's why I drink it
From
every time.
Argentina.
And it's from Argentina.
Yeah,
but
it's-
anyways, and we drink it. What are you drinking? I'm gonna tell you.
I'm drinking Two things. I am drinking Ron Viejo de Caldas, and I mix it with De Cara from Heinrich. He
What
was one of our
flavor is
guests.
that? Is that the mango or
This
what
is the
This is
mango
passion
medical
fruit,
day.
right?
Yeah,
No?
passion fruit mango.
Okay,
You
yeah.
like it?
Yeah,
Have you ever had it before?
No, it's
Yeah, it's
first
pretty
time.
good, right?
So
It's
good.
no sugar. It's just panela. They use panela. It's all,
It's
all
all-
Yeah?
organic. It's all
The only organic.
Go ahead, Felipe. Tell them what it is.
The only certified organic juice in the whole of Colombia.
So it's
that's so
organic. Yeah, it's
It's really
organic.
good.
It's really good.
It's all
really good.
natural, so
really
it doesn't shave and doesn't wear a bra.
And they recently, I saw that they recently started shipping to Germany finally,
Oh yeah, they
which
the
they
quarantine.
broke the news on his episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, you're right. And
Yeah.
we got a little bit just talking about what we're drinking today. So Nicolás brought us a little treat from his store, El Chuzo
De Jota.
de Jota,
There you go.
and he brought it in a lovely
Best thing of ever.
miniature-sized garbage bag, which I actually love. I love that. That's like, hey, you little two garbage people, here's what you're gonna get. And
Look what you're gonna get.
what do we have here? We have
Just try
Yeah. I've always wondered about these. I've been here almost 10 years and I've never drank one of these.
Yeah,
It's one of those slushies. I'm sure if you've spent any time in Colombia, you've gone to any liquor store or major liquor store where they sell beer or wine or whatever. They usually have a slushy machine. In California, we had ices. But here, what they do is they mix it with alcohol. And then they put a
Look.
bunch of gummy worms, gummy candy, and
Candies.
pop rocks. So I've never tasted this, and in Spanish it's called granizado.
Yeah,
Granizado.
like that.
like
Granizado.
So
Yeah.
let's
Like a granizado is a slushy in English.
a slushy,
right?
a
Yeah.
slushy, icy.
So it's a slushy with candies and no, you gotta use a straw, don't you?
Yeah.
Such a savage. Here, hold this.
How does
This
it-
is a classy,
how is it?
classy sweet.
Damn,
drink.
that's very sweet.
Let me see.
See, the reason I've never ordered one of these is because it's so it's got a lot of sugar. and I
Yeah,
don't eat
it
sugar.
does.
So this is 9 years. It's my first time trying a granizado de azúcar.
And from the best place, bro.
Dang, I'm down with these though.
You see?
Wow, that is sweet. But I'll tell you what,
It tastes good.
So fucking amazing, bro. Don't tell
I
no.
can't tell. You know, there's a reason why these are sold at that intersection of Calle Diaz and Parque Poblado, because most people there, they're just out to get fucked up.
Yeah.
And this will get you fucked up because I have no idea what is in here, man.
For example, you have the yellow one, right?
Yeah.
So that one has a little bit of vodka and pisco.
A little bit.
A little bit, just a little bit.
What do you mean by a little bit? Tell me, how much is in here?
Now it's like 40% of the liquor. of the-
40%.
Yeah,
no,
that's.
of the bottle. Like, is it one shot?
No, it's
two
because
shots?
it's like a big mix, and you just make a big mix, and you just put it in the machine, and that's it.
Okay,
But then
so you
it's
don't know what
around.
you're
It's no, of course I do, but it's like around like I would say like 15 or 16 grades, like around of that.
Wow. And this one, what does the red one have?
Oh well, you have Nuvo, we have vodka and champagne,
Oh,
Vodka and champagne.
vodka and champagne,
that's more
bro.
his style.
Actually, both are sweeter, you know. But
Oh,
I think that's the sweetest.
Why
I think.
does this have candies in it?
This one does too.
This
Because
doesn't
I
have
ate them all.
candies. Oh.
Yeah, it has.
Andrew ate, Andrew ate all the candies. All right. Yeah, this is more my style. You know, anything pink, anything with being scared or sensitive. That's me.
Oh man, that's good.
That's good, right?
Bomb.
I'll keep this
Yeah.
one. So I'm over here mixing alcohol on an empty stomach. Boys and girls don't do this
Here,
ever,
have some
ever,
food.
ever.
Yeah, some
Have
food,
some
bro.
food. Have some food.
It's fruit. Candy is fruit also. From my fat people out there, shout out.
This, this is not exactly what I call food.
Because it's frozen.
You
It's
kill
hard.
food if you can eat it. That's it.
Keep it in your mouth longer. That's,
This-
what
this-
she said.
This is like, I understand how Nicolás is actually a 12-year-old business owner, because this is definitely like a type of drink that a 12-year-old alcoholic would drink, right? A little bit of candy.
Well, every time
Yeah.
you go in front of El Chuzo,
That's
like
how
all
I
the
got
people-
started.
all the people that are ordering it is usually young people.
Yeah, sure.
High school.
Yeah.
Yeah, high school.
Well, no, I
or
mean not high school, like
university.
teenagers.
Teenagers, yeah. So,
These were very popular when I Yeah, when I turned around like 17, 18, and started going to college.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I've never had one of these.
It's so good.
But I bet you the hangover on this is
Little
gotta be
bit.
bad. It's gotta be
A
bad
little
because
bit.
of all the sugar.
It's all the sugar.
But back in my day, it didn't have the candies and shit. It was
Back
just the
in your
granizado
day?
alone.
Back-
When
Yeah,
was
because-
that day, Felipe? Tell us about that day. When was that day?
Like 15 years ago.
So here's the thing: in Mexico, there's a drink called Copa de Nada. It's my favorite drink in Mexico. But they serve these in styrofoam cups that are 1 liter big. So it's maybe what, 2 times a little, 1.5.
Yeah, that's half a liter.
Half a liter. So they're
Yeah.
2 times that. And Copa de Nada is like whiskey, rum, vodka, sweetener, blah, blah, blah. And it tastes fucking amazing. Big up to all my Mexican people. I don't know how you invented Copa de Nada. And you literally walk around before parties with this liter, and you pre-drink the liter before you go into the bar.
Get you so fucking drunk. I
It
guess.
gets you good and drunk, but people continue to drink more. So seems to be like, I think this is like a popular drink around amongst the younger kids, the
Yeah.
18, 17, and 12.
Like
But we'll
me.
talk more about that. Well, let's kick it off. You guys know what we're drinking. That's the longest "What Are We Drinking" segment we've ever had. We're probably gonna have to cut that down. But let's kick it off. And once again, 2 weeks in a row, I would say Nicolás is Andrew's guest, meaning he would be a great person to have on here and talk to. Why was that?
Well, I mean, I met Nick a long time ago. Well, at the liquor store. I mean, we always party, and before we go out and party, we go to the liquor store, grab something, and now since we live like 2 blocks away from the liquor store, I just go over there and buy a bottle, or they'll deliver a bottle over here. So when one day I was walking up the road, and Nicholas said, "Hey, I saw your podcast."
Yeah.
Because he didn't even know that we had a podcast,
No.
right? So he said, "I saw your podcast with Mi Dios Te Pague with Camilo."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." And then right away I put like, I'm like, "Wait, you speak English? You own a liquor store in Medellin." Many foreigners and locals are wondering what it's like to own a liquor store. Because in my personal opinion, liquor is sold whether people are dying of hunger or they're rich.
Yeah.
Like either way, you have
It's gonna
to.
be sold anyway.
You're gonna be selling alcohol if people are sad or if they're happy. It's
Yeah,
anytime. It seems like the best business, but I wouldn't even know how to start to get like the liquor license, how to sell the liquor, where the distribution comes from, etc. So I thought this would be a great guest to have. So that's why we have him here.
And I think we always say, "Oh, well, we've got a genuine Paisa woman today." We got a genuine Paisa guy today who happens to speak perfect English. And I think it's going to be great for people listening because we're also going to ask about dating and different things and what you think about foreigners, a whole lot of different things. But from your perspective as a Paisa male. But before we go too crazy on the questions, I think this is a good chance for you to just like introduce yourself. Again, we know your name, but you can say it again. If you were born here, blah, blah, blah. Just give us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, sure. Well, my name is Nicolás. I was born here in Medellin. I'm 21 years old. I'm in the 4th semester of a university. I'm studying industrial engineer.
Okay.
I speak English. I learned it like 6 years ago, I think so. I speak a little bit of French. I'm studying right now French. I'm about to finish my first book of French.
Comment ça va?
Très bien, et toi?
I don't know how to go after that. That's all.
Moi aussi.
Gonorrhea.
aussi.
Gonorrhea, parfait. Gonorrhea.
Parfait.
Parfait. Gonorrhea. Yeah, that's as far as it goes.
Gonorrhea aussi.
Yeah, so I'm really, really interested in languages since I was like 12, literally.
Okay.
I decided to my father, you know what? I just want to learn something that is going to be for my whole life,
Yeah.
So I decided to start with English. I always watch movies in English, listening to songs in English, and I kind of understand it, even didn't know nothing about it. Mm-hmm. I just kind of understand it, and I realized that I have a way with languages,
That's good.
That's great. That's amazing. So I guess going further, you were born here in Medellin.
Yeah.
And you're 21, so I'm assuming that the business, you didn't start it.
No, of course not.
Who started the business?
My dad. It was like, I mean, like the business, like, you know, like the local and the like, you know, it's been for like 60 years or 50.
Really?
Wait, what?
That location?
Yeah, that location.
That location has been here
location.
for
So was
about
it like
50
a little
It was-
finca,
it
or
was-
what was it?
It was like, it's been for like, yeah, really like 50, 55 years.
And what was it? What was it? Did
It was,
look
it was like
it
this. It was like the same store, you know, but it used to call Tienda Mixta de Jota.
Okay.
They used to call that, you know.
In your family? It's your family owns it?
No,
Or-
my father got it like 15 years ago.
Okay.
You know, he was like from different random guy who randomly called Jota again, you know.
Yeah. So most people who are from Medellin and from El Poblado would know that store.
Yeah, sure, for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
that's crazy. And so a bit about yourself, because to give a bit of background, you're 21 years old. You're studying industrial engineering. You've done 4 semesters already.
Yeah.
You've done 4
My
semesters.
brother started 5, the 5th.
And are you from how are you from a middle class family and upper class, meaning money? Sort of like, where do you live? Like what's your lifestyle like?
Like, yeah, I live here in Poblado, you know, like actually like from like 3 or 4 blocks down, you know.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like,
In Manila?
No, in Poblado, in front of Castropol.
Oh okay.
So really, really close. I've been working since like 14 or 15, you know. I've been in the liquor store.
Mm-hmm.
Once I finished my school, you know, I just told my dad, you know what, I just gotta get into it. I just want to learn more. I just want to, you know, live the life that you're living. Take care of the business, of course, the business, the family business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I always wanted. So I started like, after I finished my school, I remember that I finished like at 12 or 12:30 p.m. and I changed my clothes, come here, working for a little bit till 8, 7, you know, just learning a little bit of the liquor, about the business. And I started just working. I love
At
working.
14 years old, you started work.
Yeah.
So for the people watching this, I mean, we're talking about a 14-year-old kid, because that's what you are. Not just working, but working in a liquor store, which would not happen in the United States or Canada.
Right.
Maybe,
I know.
Maybe in like a gas station in Wyoming, in like the mountains or something where no police.
There's
will
a
ever
guy.
see. Yeah, because they probably take you away from your parents back in Canada if you're working at a liquor store at 14.
I know.
Different culture.
And
different
even not
culture.
drinking, only working.
Just working.
Just
Yeah.
working,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And so you have brothers and sisters or what?
Yeah, I have a little sister. I I love her so much.
Okay, that's amazing. Go ahead, Andrew, because I got.
So I guess moving to the business side of things, you said that El Chuzo de Jota, that location, by the way, is literally right in front of Parque El Poblado on Calle 10 and Avenida del Poblado.
Yeah.
So what was the business like? I know what the business was like from a third party just watching it. But in your opinion or in your experience, what was the business like before the coronavirus and before this whole pandemic?
It was a lot of hard work, even with the, you know, a lot of people, a lot of get drunk, you know, just hanging around. Sometimes we have like some good customers, you know, that they just call us in order like a big amount of, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of work.
Was like
Really demanding time.
was the weekend bigger than the obviously the
Yeah,
weekend was
sure, of course. But anyways, there are like some Mondays, even Tuesdays, that it was so good that you
Really?
don't know what's going on with the people outside. You know, they just
Yeah.
having party on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's just
So if anybody doesn't know, like if you have been to Medellin, which you probably have if you're watching this, at the corner there's like basically there's an at the intersection, you'll know it. There's always a bunch of people gathered, and there's a big liquor store, and then there's one that's a little smaller beside it, adjacent to it, and that's El Chuzo de Jota, and that's the store that he's talking about. And if you ever tried walking by on the sidewalk, I'd say from about 10:30 to about
12.
1:30, maybe 1 even, before people go to a club. It's a place where you can buy liquor more or less at street prices, get it in these little cups or whatever, or even bottles. And basically stand there with your friends, because you'll see a lot of group of friends, usually college-age friends.
Or walk across the street to the park.
Exactly. Buy the drink, go sit in the park. And that's sort of, that's part of the culture. That's part of the fabric of partying in Parque del Poblado.
Yeah.
You go to one of those stores, his being one of them, you grab that bottle, you grab this granizado, and you just drink with your friends. Then you go somewhere else where the drinks are obviously more expensive.
Yeah.
So you get drunk first or whatever, and then you go to those
Just
things.
warming up.
It's just warming up. So this is like a warm-up, a classic warm-up spot, right? Would you say that, Felipe? A classic warm-up spot for anybody who's lived here, been here. You've probably passed this shop. And
They also sell rolling papers and grinders.
yes, if you're into the marijuana,
The fine art of marijuana.
and stuff like that, you can also get your rolling supplies right over there, which obviously they sell them because people want to roll tobacco cigarettes.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
Yeah, of course. So this is a thriving, I would say, a thriving small business. There's actually guys there that we now know because we pass there so often in our party times.
They're runners. They're runners.
Yeah.
So
Explain a runner.
So basically, on Calle 10, there's obviously Calle 10, and there's a stoplight where his liquor store is. So cars will come up and they will park on the left-hand side where you're not supposed to park, but they still park there, and there's a line of cars waiting to order from the liquor store. They order these granizados or slushies, alcoholic slushies or beers or a pack of cigarettes or whatever, but you can wait in that car, hard liquor, whatever it is, a bottle of wine. They're just waiting in line, a line of cars waiting to be attended. And who attends them? It's not your employee, right?
No.
So the person that attends this, and this is very common in Colombia, is a runner. So this is a person that this is their life and this is their work. They don't have any other job. They probably live in a very low income neighborhood somewhere else across the city. They don't live in El Poblado, but they come here and they run from the car to the liquor store.
About 7 steps. Yeah, 7-step.
Well, it depends.
Yeah,
Sometimes
depends.
if the line is super long,
They gotta go
have to
17.
They have to
Yeah,
run.
they gotta turn into
17
17.
steps.
Yeah, they have to go a block. But either way, you have the runners asking for the order. What do you want? They go with the money and pay the liquor store, and then they run back, and then they get a tip for that.
Yeah.
So you never have to come out of your car.
So you
basically.
never
It's a
have to get out of your
convenience,
car. I've seen many cases where people are drinking these alcoholic drinks that look like slushies while driving, drinking a beer while driving, which is very different than in the United States. But it happens here all the time, and I guess it's
really
okay.
common. It's really common.
It's very common. You see it all the time. I'm
Sure.
Yeah, even probably very drunk people, right?
Of course. Also, I see a lot of drunk people driving. I'm not get into it.
Yeah. You can't get into it.
Anyways,
You have to sell.
yeah, I have to sell it.
Yeah. And
It's
so
good.
and there's actually about 4 or 5 guys that hang out in front of your store. And they've been there for a very long time, or how long have they been there?
They've been for 10 years almost.
So you saw them grow up, some of them.
Yeah,
You
of
saw them
course,
grow
I
up.
do.
That's crazy.
I do.
So just guys that stand in front of the liquor store and run to cars so people don't have to get their lazy asses out. Well, that's because they can't park. Technically, they're not supposed to be.
They're not allowed to park.
They're not allowed to park. So they stay in their car, put on the hazards or not. And if like a cop or something were really to care, they could just circle around and come back, and they'll have their drinks waiting.
That's
So well, you go ahead.
Yeah, so we understand that before coronavirus, the business was thriving. It was very profitable. Even you said on a Monday or on a Tuesday, you'd get a lot of people. So how has the business been affected since the pandemic?
well, we have always, and everybody I think it does. We have to, get into new things, asking for a lot of people hey, no, we're open now, You can call us, you can text us, just let me know what you want. Just let me know what you need. I'm at a loss, to get a delivery or something.
Are they calling? Are they texting you?
Yeah, all the time. Even often often than
before.
Yeah.
So would you say has the amount of orders gone down? Is it the same, or not just delivery in general?
But just sales.
I mean,
Sales
like
is
the
lower?
first month, like in April, oh, bro.
It was the worst?
Yeah, it was the worst because, you know, everybody was like scared.
Yeah.
A lot of news, you know, like people now so scared. I don't want to go out. This quarantine. So everybody was like at home, just waiting
Yeah.
for
Right.
the death, literally,
Yeah.
you know. But, you know, after like a couple of weeks, I think like the second month, you know, it was like better. Like people feel better.
Yeah.
Like going out, like, you know, like living again. That's what you gotta do.
So how is it? I mean, like, so a big part of the sales right now is not necessarily okay. So I'm gonna ask you. I don't want to assume. In terms of the sales that you guys are doing right now, is it people still pulling up in their cars and the runners running and giving them liquor, or are you getting text messages and phone calls for delivery? Which is more?
No, I think it's been more always the runners.
The runners still happening.
Yeah, the runners because as I told you, you know, people get like free of it and feel better with the, you know, with the party thing and all those
Yeah.
things. So they just are hanging around again, you know.
But it's
Right.
not. But
So
it's
it's very important for you to have in your location to have the people come to the location.
Yeah, of course.
That's like the money maker.
Yeah, that's basically because always we have, you know, like a telephone line for get deliveries or something. But, you know, like the strong point of it is like when people goes.
Oh, I
People
see.
go and they
That's
just buy.
interesting because I thought maybe because of the pandemic, now your strong point would be like the telephone or text or online deliveries. But you're saying that right now the most profit, or I guess the most sales come from people coming to the location, whether it's in their car or on foot.
Or the runners. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because, you know, anyways, as I told you, you say first, they're gonna drink it, you know.
Well, either way, they're going to drink.
Yeah.
Because my question was because I think your store distributes liquor, right? So you have to buy the liquor and then you have to up the price, and you're selling higher than a lot of distributors. Now, we had someone on this show before that sells beer, and they were saying that the distributor of the beer, like the company that makes the beer, is selling the beer cheaper than they can sell it because the company obviously is having a hard time. So,
Yeah.
for example, what I was thinking is like, in terms of an order on Rappi or an order on a telephone, why would they call your shop if they could call Dis Licores or if they could call El Éxito, which might have a sale? Why would they, unless they're really loyal customers to you, they'll order from somewhere else because this time money is hard, so they're gonna try to get cheap. Right?
But anyways, you know, as I told you, we have like so loyal customers, so good customers, and that business is, you know, such a good service. So people already know, and some of them don't care about the price, you know. Just say
Really?
okay.
That's
Just-
amazing.
Just give me a bottle. It doesn't matter how much is it. Just
Wow.
bring it. Just bring it.
And
So-
which one of those liquors do you like to drink, Nicholas?
I don't know, bro, because I don't drink.
You
I don't-
say what?
I don't drink.
Wait, you own a very profitable liquor store that sells a lot of liquor, but you don't drink.
I don't drink. That's
Why
it.
not?
I don't know, bro. You know, I used to drink when I was younger. Like,
Younger.
This
This guy doesn't even have pubic hair
I know,
yet. He
bro.
doesn't even have his first pube. Talking about when I was younger.
Well, in
Bro,
the
when I
United
was-
States, you would only start drinking until you were 21.
no, you would have started drinking before you were 21 illegally.
Well, I started drinking when I was 14, but that was different.
I had my first drink at about 14 from my
Yeah,
grandfather.
but 21, I was already a meth addict.
He's not joking.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, so you
yeah, I don't drink.
You don't
I don't
drink.
drink. I
Why
mean,
is
I used to drink when I was younger again. Say,
What do you mean younger? You're
Like-
21. Okay, tell us what is
like
younger.
younger for me is like 14, 15, 16. That's
I used
younger
to
for
drink
me,
when I
bro.
was younger at 14. That's
Oh, yeah. I used to
Oh.
drink with my friends at 14.
you mean like a half a beer and they act drunk. That's
Yeah.
not drinking. You, just, you
So,
got a good.
Okay, so but that's great.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think I admire that.
Yeah, if I sold drugs, I wouldn't want to be doing drugs. You want to be a good businessman, right?
Yeah, that's like something important to care of the business.
But that's not why you don't drink. Why don't you?
No, actually, it's because I don't like it. I started like, I would say when I was younger, I did everything. I mean, like I was in party every weekend, hanging around with a lot of friends, always drinking. And I think I just get tired of it, There is this point of view on a point in your life that you just gotta, grew up, I would say.
That's actually a pretty good point to, like, in the United States, the legal drinking age is
21.
Is 21. Here, it's 18.
Why did a 21-year-old just make me feel like I was 6? He just said, sometimes you just gotta grow up, like you grow out of it. He's 21. At 21, I was just starting, I just got my first armpit
I'm
hair.
pushing 40 and I still haven't,
Cheers,
haven't
Andrew.
grown up.
To growing up, to being a Nicolás, right?
Well, one day I will be
my
like
God,
Nicolás and I will own a liquor store, but I might die of alcohol poisoning.
Felipe started drinking at like 3 years old. He has literally a photo that he proudly supports of him
With a
drinking a
tetero.
Pilsen or whatever that was. I think it was a Pilsen.
No, it was in the bottle. It was in that.
It was like his
mom put it in
baby
the
bottle.
Yeah,
and he's still doing it. He hasn't grown up yet.
No, but and he was 3 years old, and his mom wouldn't even put it in his bottle. He'd go like,
You just grab it.
it's time to drink my bottle with that voice too.
Terrible.
At 3 years old.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Grow up, Felipe. Like
Felipe,
Nicolás.
when are you gonna
It's
become
time.
a-
It's time, bro.
It's time.
It's time.
I don't think he's. Let's hear this. Well, are you gonna grow up, Felipe?
One day.
One day.
One day you will. One day
Put
you
on your
will.
sexy voice just to say one word.
One day.
Oh, 2 words. One day.
day.
Okay, so talking about business, owning a liquor store in Medellin seems like a great business, right? I mean,
it is.
And you agree, it's a great
Yeah.
business. What do you have any insight for us on, for example, what the profit margin is, like what you buy the alcohol and how much you sell it for, what the percentage of the profit is?
It's like, depending on the liquor, of course, if it's a beer or if it's like a hard liquor or even the slushies, all of it have like average, But I would say it's around, not all the time, or for example, in my case, it's like around 25 up to 40,
40%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 to 40%.
40% is a great margin. If you're making
40%
40%
is
for any
huge.
bad business.
Yeah.
But 25 is normal.
25.
20,
is-
25 is
25
like
you're-
the regular.
It's
like,
regular. Yeah, you're pushing it because you have employees.
But for example, and for example, the beers, of course, the rolling papers, like things like that, like
Like
little
the small
things.
stuff.
High
Yeah.
margin or low margin?
No, there's a
No,
low
low
margin.
margin. Low margin.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure that where you get, for example, like the local beer, like Águila or Pilsen, they sell it. You sell it for very cheap.
Yeah.
So they must be selling it very close to what you buy it for.
Yeah, and as you know, guys, in Poblado there's a lot of stores, a lot of liquor stores, a lot of bars, a lot of competitors. So I'm not gonna fight for prices because I don't do that, I just fight with the service, as I told you.
Okay.
So it's where the point where the customer doesn't matter the price, if it's high, if it's low, if it's for free or just they just want to get some feel, good while they're
Right.
getting attended.
So you think that your liquor store, because there's 3, right? There's 3 right
there's
there.
three.
There's you,
main
one,
ones.
then the next one. 3
Yeah.
in that particular area. You think that your service is the best?
Yeah.
Why? Why is your service the best?
Because I told you there is like always guys wondering help you and there's like a pre-sale thing that I would call it, that is just like for example, let's call it like break the ice with the customer, like let him know what you have and let him know what you need,
So wait, you're not letting them. So the runners know everything that you have because the cars pull up.
they don't know. They just say what the guy at the car said.
Okay.
Like, hey, you have like, for example, a GP Chanel bottle,
Yeah.
and they come here and say, hey, you have like this cheap Chanel bottle, and I say, yeah, I have it, and that's it. But they don't know, of course, what like the whole product.
Because
that I
the
have.
runner is a completely different person. They're
Yeah,
not an
yeah,
Yeah,
employer.
but that's crazy
He's
because
talking
because the runner's been there for 10 years. If I were running from a small little store over to a car 7 steps, 10 years later, I would memorize
They just know like the flavors of the slushies, the
Yeah.
prices, and that's it.
Well, they know the prices.
It's because,
that's-
as I told you, it's the most selling thing, Okay.
Yeah. So what differentiates you from the others is that you have better customer service. And I would agree. because I've been to obviously every liquor store probably in Medellin. And the customer service at your spot is like, they're like my friends. Like, oh, I know these guys.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time we didn't have like running water for some reason. They like EPM shut this whole building down. And I went around the corner and I'm like, do you guys have water? He's like, no, we don't. We've got these like 2-gallon drums that we filled up. Do you want one? He said, do you want one? Yeah. Like, so you could flush down your dump or your piss or whatever. And I'm like, sure. And I brought it over here and I used it. And it was like a friend helping a friend. It was very different experience.
So you went to a liquor shop to get
water
to flush your dumps.
Well, I went there first to get a beer.
This is a story you'll never hear in Canada, I'll tell you that. I went over to the corner store to get some water to flush.
Big gallon drum.
Gallon.
And the 2-gallon drum wasn't enough.
For you. You are a Colombian man. You're not a boy anymore, even though, you know.
No, he's a man. You're 21, you're a man.
You're a man. You stopped being a man at 14 when you started working in liquor stores. So you're a man. What do you think? There's 2 questions in one, and we'll talk about the whole Corona and COVID later. What do you think is going to happen to your business and every business? Because I walk around as much as I can. My once a week, I'm allowed to go out. And one of the most entertaining things for me is to see which businesses are going to have a sign that's saying se arrienda.
Se arrienda, for rent.
Yeah, for rent or
sadly, bro.
It's
very sad. And it's entertaining in a sense that I have like predictions about what's going to happen because it's really messed up.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? And how do you see your business? Call it in, let's give a fixed time in December. What do you see with businesses in your business?
Well, right now we're building up a new one business, you know. It's like right next to it. Oh, where it used to be the restaurant?
Oh, Rod.
Yeah.
So there used to be a restaurant
There used to be a restaurant.
2 stores down, right?
Yeah.
So you guys bought that out?
It's always been like the place always been ours, you know. So we just decided to change it and we're gonna turn it into a liquor store, but it's gonna be like the same liquor store with the same products, with the same slushies, with the same guys.
But just bigger?
A little bit bigger, but it's gonna be online. It's gonna be on all the platforms like Rappi, Uber Eats.
Oh, so you are adjusting to the pandemic.
So
there's gonna be 2. There's gonna be 2 Chuzo de Jotas.
One is for the people pulling up with the guys running who don't know the menu after 10 years. And then there's the one for those online who don't give a fuck and they don't want to memorize the menu so they can go on Rappi or your...
There you go. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're building up, that's like our project, you know.
That's cool.
So for example, in 6 months, I don't know, bro. I think we're gonna be like ready. We're gonna probably have like a vaccination or something, you know. So people are gonna start like hanging around again as normal. But anyways, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be
in 6 months. Things are gonna be normal. People are gonna be hanging around in front of your liquor store.
So.
You hope so, or you really think so?
I hope so, because
what do you really feel? What do you think? Now, listen. By the way, for those of you who are watching this abroad, we were relaxing. You know, we were going out every other day, and then all of a sudden the cases spiked. Right. So right now we're at supposedly, not supposedly, that's not a word. Supposedly, we're at the peak of the pandemic here in Medellin, at least. So the governor and others decided that we're going to do a 4-3 split. What that means is 4 days of business, 3 days of no one can do anything unless you're genuinely...
just messing up at home. That's
exactly.
it.
At home, if you're not an essential service, you have to close. Restaurants can close their doors, whatever, and continue to deliver. But you can't go out to work. You can't do anything from Thursday. So right now at midnight. Stuff's shut.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And if it's a holiday, which is a Monday, usually you have 4 days. So it's 3 days of work, right? Now that, to me, it worries me that we are in late July, right? The international borders for the foreigners, who we're going to talk about foreigners in a bit, support a lot of these businesses.
Yeah.
And they say apparently September 1st, and I saw something come out today. But if foreigners don't come back, and if even people from Bogota, Cali, are not coming to Colombia and the tourism to Medellin, if the tourism is not happening, things are gonna get worse, right?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I don't know, bro. It's because it's our take care. It's how we take care of ourselves, and our family, our relatives. That shit is out. It's out somewhere. We don't know where.
Yeah.
We can see it, but it's out. It's out, and we have to take care of ourselves. But you cannot stop living.
No, you can't stop living.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody have to pay things. Have to
Yeah,
responsibilities,
bills. Yeah.
bills, a lot of responsibilities, sons, daughters, whatever, family, So I would say that I know it's like a really, really take care thing, but anyways, you have to improve. You have to move on what's going on. You have to keep it living, bro. Keep
And
working.
you think that Paisa people will just decide to keep living and come back and stand in front of the store and everything's gonna be back to normal?
At least no, because there's gonna be a lot of fear,
Right.
and you're not gonna feel the same way if somebody's closer and like, hey, no, bro, take care,
Yeah.
So it's always gonna be like a fear, but I think it's just how you get the things, how you see the things. If you are like a mind positive guy, you just go towards it and that's it. You'll move on.
Okay.
Move on.
What is the craziest thing you've seen with a foreigner?
Well,
Other than Andrew and potentially me. What have you seen?
let me see. Well, I think there's a guy. I don't know. I think he was from Canada or
Don't say Canada. That's my
He's from
country.
Canada.
really.
Yeah. Now there's a
He's
bunch
not
of.
from Canada.
So definitely
Fat
he was
drunk.
from Canada.
Canada.
Definitely.
Canadian guy.
Definitely.
Tell us about the Canadian guy.
So yeah, he speaks English, of course, and he was so high, so drunk, so high. And he was just coming up and asking, hey, I just want this, I just want 20 beers, I just want a bottle of rum, I just want a bottle of champagne.
I know who that guy is, but I'm not going to say his name. You know who he is.
So I was, and he was, of course, he was so fucking high, asking us if we can get some weed for him, even some cocaine. And
Some
I was
what?
like, cocaine.
Oh, some cocaine from the liquor store?
Yeah, I was like, bro, seriously?
Yeah.
Like,
Did he have spiky hair or was it blonde? Is he a blonde guy? Spiky hair?
actually, you don't believe me, but he was blonde.
He was blonde.
He
I
was
know he's
blonde. He
I
was
know.
blonde, bro.
A blonde
Sharp
Canadian.
face.
I don't remember this
Yeah,
face
I know
at all,
he
but
is.
I don't know. He was
He's
like
not
a
Canadian.
white and a
Pants?
blonde. No.
Okay, but very white.
Yeah.
I know who he is. I'm not even going. I know who he is. You know who he is. We don't call those names. On
I don't
this
know
show.
who it is.
Yeah, you do.
I can't.
We'll talk
Maybe I
about it
do,
later.
but
Yeah, you do.
all right.
Talk it later.
Starts with the C. Ends in a.
Oh,
Okay, anyways, yeah, let's go. We don't talk people about that. We don't try to.
we don't talk about people on this podcast.
Hey, we don't do this for ratings either. We just talk.
So this man was asking for all the shit.
Yeah, I was getting for the shit, and after that, I get like his prepared all the things, the liquor that he said. I said, okay, I'll be here in like a few minutes, and I said, bro, seriously, like, do you think you're gonna leave you with all this liquor,
Yeah.
like owing me those money?
We want to go and come back.
Yeah.
That's definitely the person I'm thinking about.
So now, of course, I say no, and he was like, hey, bro, but I'm gonna pay you. And he showed me his passport, and I was like, bro, I don't care if you have a passport or if you have ID or whatever. I just need my money, bro. It's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You just ask me for liquor, I just sell you, and that's it. You pay me, you leave, you have your party, you leave me alone and relax. That's
Right.
it. And he was started like getting angry and like, nah. I'm not gonna pay you. I'm not gonna do that. You're being such a bad person with me. And after that, he's saying, hey, where can I get some weed?
I know who that person
I was
is.
like, bro, like seriously?
It's almost like he had like two personalities, right?
Yeah, like that.
Like almost like bipolar.
Yeah, actually, as I told you, he was so drunk, he was so high. And I was like, bro, seriously? Like, seriously? After you get angry because I didn't let you go with the liquor. And after that, you're asking me for fucking weed? Seriously, bro?
I want to ask about your interactions. Like, you met me and Andrew. What is your opinion about foreigners, that you've seen foreigners? Because back when you were 7 years ago. Holy shit. 7
Younger,
years
say younger, bro.
Wait. When you were younger 7 years ago, I was here already. He
I was
14.
already old. I was already old.
We
7
were
years
buying
ago.
from him. He was our pusher.
Wait, he was a young drunk.
He was a young drunk at 14, right?
Yeah,
We'd
but I
already
don't think
been
I met
here
him back then. I don't remember what year I met him, but
It was
Less
a young.
than 7 years
That's
ago.
like a long time ago. It was
He
like a long time
started
ago.
at 14,
I know. Yeah.
but we never used to buy over there.
Yeah, we'd walk by and
You just
No, I
you just
used to
walk
buy,
by and
yeah.
you just used to buy some sparkling water.
yeah, all the time.
All
yeah.
the time, you know,
That's
after
what I-
after basketball.
Yeah,
I know you guys.
That's true.
I
We'd
know
come
you.
by all the time. Yeah, that's
And I don't know, someday you just start asking for wines.
Yeah,
And
he
I-
started drinking. He's an adult drinker,
true.
yeah.
I started late.
So
Yeah.
apart from that guy, who we know who he is, what's your experience? What is your experience with foreigners here?
It's been good, you know, as you know, like 6-7 years ago, I of course started learning English, so I started having like a closer contact with them, you know, and it was good because in that little, you know, time, like 5 minutes that it takes a sail, you know,
Right.
I started learning about the culture, the foreign culture. I started about the learning new things, of course, practicing my English, you know, and that was like such a good part of it. And knowing, you know, like what they drink, what they're up to in the party, you know.
Is
So
it
it's-
different than Colombian people?
Sometimes, for example, you know, American always drinks wine, you know.
Really?
Yeah, always drinks wine at night, and it's like something normal. And if you gotta drink a wine, I think after you finish the wine, you need something stronger, bro. You need to.
No, but for example, I'm drinking this because I don't want to get drunk. I just want to feel like
Get to the
this
slushy.
thing. No, but no, I'm not getting to the slushy. That shit fucking.
That's
scares
where
me.
you and I
That just
differ.
scares
I
me.
only drink to get drunk.
No, see, I don't drink
Like
to get
That's
drunk.
like I only
so
drink to drink.
So if
like,
you don't drink for getting
I'll
drunk,
drink
so
a
what are you
whole bottle.
drinking?
Well, one, I like the taste of wine. I don't like the taste of most other alcohols, liquors. But wine, there's a difference between, for me, being drunk and feeling like, wow, that makes me feel like lighter, warmer,
Yeah.
whatever. That's
Like
where I like
light on the
during
loaves.
week. Light on the loaves.
Yeah,
I
you like to feel light
on
on
the
the
loaves.
loaves.
During the week, I like to feel like if I go to a party, when I start to drink, I want to dance.
like you were light on the loaves.
So when I drink, I like to go to party. I like to party. I like to dance. I like to listen to music. Particularly during
Ballet.
the COVID, there's no party.
There's
I'm
no
not
party.
partying with Andrew.
No.
He doesn't even like to dance. I'll dance. He'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's not gonna dance. So for me, wine, and I think for a lot of people, at least in North America and in Europe, wine. This is not a party drink.
No.
I would never
No.
buy a bottle of wine. And be like, let's do some wine.
Some wine. Yeah, no,
like we
no.
don't.
You
do
know-
that.
you never heard
No.
that.
So I don't want to do some wine. I just want to have like a little glass. Huh? Some champagne. You know, I just want to have a little bit of that, feel like a little thing, and then go to sleep. So
Yeah.
that's why I think it's more of a culture like in North America and in Europe in particular. This is like what you would have with dinner,
Yeah.
right?
Normally.
You have it, you feel a little thing, it makes you a little sleepy, and you go to bed.
Yeah.
But I don't think that exists in Colombian culture, does it?
Nah, it doesn't.
It's
It
like
doesn't.
guaro and let's just get
Yeah,
fucked.
like
Okay.
aguardiente, run, and let's get fucked, bro.
What do your friends drink?
My friends always like drinking slushies, or sometimes they ask for vodka or gin. Also, it's because
Vodka or gin. I like that.
Andrew wants to be friends with your friends.
Yeah, I could hang out with your friends' girlfriends. So I guess talking about Colombian girls.
Talking about Colombian.
Talking about
Talking
Colombian
about
girls.
Colombia.
So you are a 21-year-old young man in Colombia. So I don't know. I'm assuming you're not married.
of course not.
You have
Of
children.
course not.
Nah, of course not, bro.
You don't have children.
No.
Do you want children in the future?
Right now, I have like a mind. I'm saying no. I don't like children. You know.
Yeah, you don't
I
like
don't
children.
want. No, I don't want having like a children.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
because like as you guys know, 14-year-old guy, you know, working. I'm not saying that I have a hard life, you know, but it's like my lifestyle. Working hard, get what I want, travel, a lot of study, you know. So I don't see in my life right now having kids.
Okay.
Not at 21 at least.
No,
maybe
of course
at
not.
31.
Maybe when I get older.
Yeah, 31. When you get older. I
Well,
thought
when
you
you-
were older.
when
You
you
said
go-
you were older. When I was younger. When I was 12.
I feel the same way. I'm 39, but maybe when I get older, I'll have some children. You know.
Yeah. Some
And
children's?
that's a beautiful thing about being a guy, I guess, is that you
You
can.
have to live life, bro.
Well,
you
I
have the
mean,
option.
you have the option as a man to be like, okay, I'm gonna have children after 40. You know. And I think that's a positive for a guy, but the negative for a guy is that you miss out on all these experiences from fatherhood, at being a young father and being able to like play sports and do stuff. Like,
Or make your child work in the liquor store.
yeah, or have a 14-year-old
Have a
child.
person working.
Maybe.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
why
miss
not?
that.
Why not?
I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I were 30, I'd have my 14-year-old in there, like, peddling some Patron and shit.
Joel,
right?
you don't have any children.
No, I don't have any children.
Yeah, I don't have any children either, but I do turn off my cell phone on Father's Day because I
You
don't
don't
want
wanna
any
know.
of them surprises.
You don't
yet.
wanna know.
So, talking about relationships, do you have a girlfriend
Right now, no. I don't have a.
right now? Do you usually have a girlfriend or no?
Yeah, in the past I used to have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
What happened? She broke your heart?
Nah, I broke her.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Can we delay this part, please?
We're just gonna say beef.
Anyway, she doesn't speak English.
He's so cute. He's saying some nice things.
She doesn't speak English.
Okay.
So, in your opinion, how, for those of the viewers or listeners that are listening and watching, how would you describe the Paisa woman?
Well, smart. They are so mindful, powerful.
Sin lambonear.
Hardworking, really hardworking. There's some girls that I know, and they're like really have a really good jobs. They've been studying for a long time. Happy, of course, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the beautiful girls in Colombia are in here in Medellin.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely.
That's great.
The most beautiful girls.
I agree, but I've been to other parts of the country where I've seen very beautiful women as well.
No, okay, no.
But
No.
but
No, you're not
but
gonna say
it's
You know-
nothing
you know,
like-
you're
You're not gonna say. You're not gonna say
Nah.
that. You're not gonna say that.
Well, how
You're
long?
not gonna
How
say
long?
that.
How long have you been in
Paisas
Cali?
forever,
Hold a
bro.
second.
How long have you been? Hold on. How long?
Hold a
How
second.
long have you been in
Hold
Cali
a second.
for?
Let me tell you something right now. I know this guy. Anybody that knows this guy. He could talk about how beautiful the girls in Cali are, how beautiful the girls in the Costeñas are, because there are a lot of beautiful
Yeah,
Costeña girls.
sure.
But he always says,
Paisas.
Paisas and Medellin, he goes, no comparison. You
No,
always
no
say,
comparison to other countries. Like if you
Here
go to
too.
Mexico,
You
there's
say
a bunch of
okay.
trolls.
No,
We're talking
And-
about
and you
Colombia
go-
right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question then. Strictly talking, actually, fuck it. I'm gonna open it up. If you had to go to Colombia to see and meet beautiful women, where would you go?
Anywhere on the map. Literally anywhere on the. Like I've been here 10 years.
He's
That's
thinking in
a
Medellin.
bias.
He's thinking in Medellin.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
Well,
I know.
no, but I've been here 10 years. That's a biased answer. Like you can't ask someone like, "Oh, you've been Republican
you
for
visited.
30 years. Which would you vote for if you had?"
But you visited other places.
So,
Yeah, I've been in Cali, and I would not go to Bogota, by the way. And I just don't like.
There's
girls
nothing to
there.
see there.
Yeah,
That's
nothing
it.
to see there, and nothing.
Oh,
to see
this is
there.
called the Columbia podcast.
Nothing
This
to
is
see
called the
in Bogota.
Columbia.
There's
Okay,
not-
all right.
You'll see some, but like I've always said, and if you know me, you know me, that if Medellin didn't exist, I would live in Cali.
That's true. But that is true. But you're not living in Cali.
You're living in Medellin right now.
Well, because it sucks there. I mean, like the transportation sucks,
Okay.
infrastructure sucks. But when I went there, I've been there 3 times for Feria de Cali. I've spent, a couple weeks here and there. And the women in Cali are just, it's a different show. Because there's a stereotype, right?
Who are they better?
The
Like
stereotype.
Colombia?
Well, wait, hold on. The stereotype of La Rola, what is the stereotype of the Rola?
There's nothing to see there. That's
Okay,
it.
okay, okay.
That's it.
What?
That's
Hey,
it.
Okay, what is the,
nothing-
what is the stereotype of the costeña?
Well, they're so happy, so loudly.
Okay, exactly.
They are. How's that they are?
What is the stereotype of the Santanderiana?
Bro, I don't know. I never met a girl from
Brava.
there.
They always say brava.
Yeah.
Arrecha.
Angry.
Angry.
Yeah,
Angry.
angry. That's it.
Like my mom. My mom's Santandera. Shout out to Santander.
Angry.
What is the stereotype of the paisa?
Happy. And the only word that I can describe a paisa is a beautiful. That's it.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's
Beautiful
it.
face is the paisa stereotype.
Not
I
only
know that
beautiful
I've been
faces.
studying this for a long time. The face is beautiful. Sometimes you'll see some
Some
robustas.
curves.
Yeah, you'll see some curves.
Some
but they
robust-
have a beautiful face.
Yeah.
What about the caleña? The stereotype of the caleña.
I would say they're pretty too.
But
But not as much as paisas.
not as much as paisas. But this is the other stereotype about the caleña, is that their body is more beautiful than the caleña.
Hey, let me just say, my
Paisa.
ex-girlfriend is Caleña, so I can't really.
Yeah,
She lives in
so
Medellin. but
imagine
she's
if you could
Caleña.
if you could put the paisa face on the caleña body. Woo!
Well,
Now we're talking.
I wonder what they say about.
so it means that literally you're saying the paisas have a bad body?
Not a bad body.
No, but they're saying more
But
real.
it doesn't
They're more
compare
realistic.
to the caleña
Yeah.
body.
So for example, on the
Wow,
coast,
we just became very chauvinist.
that's fine. That's fine because we can talk about it in the reverse. Women can talk about it about men.
Yeah.
So
So,
what I'm saying is that if you ever go to like the coast, in particular, right? Maybe a lot of people aren't as pretty, but their bodies are real.
No,
Yeah.
more than anything, their attitudes are even
But
more.
no, but
amazing.
no, we're talking.
Yeah.
We're talking
about physically.
We're talking physically right now. Foreign women. What's your opinion? Because I know your sober ass is sitting there in El Chuzo de Jota, and you see
Watching
foreign
some
girls
bodies.
passing. Yeah. What do you think about foreign women? Wait, firstly, because are you into women?
Of course, bro.
But there's no of course.
No,
there's
there's
no
some
of course.
people that are-
There's no of
yeah.
course. Okay, so now,
Like Joel.
so like me, I'm into everything, even plants. Look at that. So
Whatever it works, it's fine.
whatever, yeah.
Whatever it works.
So what's your take? What do you think about foreign women?
Well, I would say they're like, as you know, guys, in Colombia, we cannot see like a lot of women with, with bright eyes. I mean, like blue or green.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that
But
is
it's
beautiful.
it's really shiny, So it's really good, and a lot of like blonde, like naturally, laterally
Natural
blonde.
blonde, yeah.
Natural blonde. So it's really good. Like see it. I like it, of course, and yeah, some of them are like, I would say they have like I'm not allowed to say bad words.
Say whatever you want to say, man.
Fuck you wanna say?
Say whatever
A
you want to
little
say.
bit of sluts, bro.
Oh, well,
I mean, not I'm not saying that they are, but
it
I'm saying that they
looks
have like the attitude.
they have that attitude of being
Yeah.
slutty.
Okay.
Well, I would agree with you because a lot of the people that travel are sluts, like men or
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
They come to
Definitely.
travel. You're not coming to Colombia just to fucking drink the coffee.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
come to drink the milk
Come
too,
here.
girls.
of course.
Wow. All right. Yeah.
Put some
I
milk
get
in
your
that
point.
coffee.
I get your point. I thought about that. Like, you're probably not traveling around to Colombia looking for the love of your life. You're not looking for the love of your life. You're
But
out
if,
here-
but if you find it,
You may
could
find
find-
it.
you
You
may
could
find
find
it.
it.
You
Yeah.
may
Some
find it.
people have. We've met many people that have found the love of their
Yeah.
life.
But wait. So my thing about that, and this is like the first time we're actually talking to a Colombian, a paisa male, because females have their own opinion, and I'm gonna give, because I've heard females' opinion, foreigners of Colombians. So when you see a foreign girl, and we have a friend, we're not calling his name. When he sees a white girl or smells her, he's like, she's blonde, she has blue eyes.
It could be like
He's
a
in love.
Sasquatch, like like a Bigfoot, like a what do you
Yeah,
call
yeah,
that in
yeah.
Spanish? El Yeti,
yeah, like the jetty.
like a Yeti. It could be a white Yeti, and he's like, oh, she's so beautiful. Like she's 8 feet
Why are you saying
tall.
his name? We're gonna beep his name.
She's got
Pie grande.
hairy
Pie grande
armpit-
is what you're looking for.
She's got a pie grande and she's got hairy armpits. And he's like, but the armpit hair is blonde. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So your question
is what do you feel? And your friends. We're talking, you're representing you
And my
and your
friends.
friends. And your friends.
Oh my
Because
God.
I'm sure because I have friends. I can talk about what we
What
say.
they like.
Yeah. So do they, when they see a foreign girl, is it like, wow, her blonde hair is so beautiful, her eyes are so beautiful, or like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I would say, for example, I really like into eyes of the girls, you know. And of course, if they're blue or green,
Yeah.
boom, they catch your attention immediately. And there's a plus if they're blonde, you know. So yeah, I would say they look like, you know, really let's say hot, let's say sexy.
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 So for you, foreign girls are sexy.
Yeah.
Have you dated a foreign girl?
No.
Why
No,
is
no,
that?
no. It's because I didn't have time, bro. I've been working, bro.
Time.
I've been working.
You have free liquor.
He's only had 21 years on this earth.
And he's got free
He
liquor.
doesn't have a lot
He's
of
a
time.
21-year-old with
But he
free...
doesn't drink. He doesn't party.
He doesn't have to drink.
I used to drink,
But
not
wait,
anymore.
you know how many backpackers,
He,
they don't have money?
he already went so hard that he became straight edge.
I know, but hold a second. He didn't go that hard. Trust me. Has a liquor store at the corner of Parque Poblado. It's not, you don't care if a girl drinks, do you?
No.
So did you ever use your English and like talk to them and be like, hey, or you're shy?
Well, I've been doing once with a girl. She was Canadian, and she was
Everyone's fucking Canadian.
Bro,
in your life. You
that's-
can't just, she was probably from Finland.
Easy,
He's like,
luscious.
Oh yeah, luscious. She was, okay, go ahead. Tell the story.
Well, yeah, she was from Canada, and she was like traveling around the world. She was been in like 14 countries, I think,
yeah.
and she was just passing by to Colombia for like a couple of weeks, and I just started talking with her for a while. She kept continue asking for slushies because they just, you know, it's something new for them, so they just get into slushies, and the artists drink slushies as like a warming up the party, and yeah, we've been like hanging around for a while, like let's say like 10 or, you know, during while she is
10 what?
10
PM?
days. 10 days.
Oh, 10 days.
Did you kiss
10
her?
days. No.
How? Okay, see, this is where the question
Is it?
So you 10 days.
I'm a hard guy, bro.
You're a hard guy.
Yeah,
get.
bro.
Hard to get?
No,
What do you mean hard?
Yeah, no one's can get me. That's it.
If anybody thinks this is
That's
bullshit,
it.
please say it.
I'm not a slut, bro.
You're not a slut. Well, I don't know. Hey, for anyone who wants to use that word, I'm a slut. Andrew has a tattoo on his chest,
No, on my lower back.
on his lower back that says slut. So that word, you know, I'm just gonna give my personal take on it because he used it. I think we are all sluts as human beings. Personally, that's
our
what I
human nature.
That's our human nature to be a slut. You're a slut. I'm a slut. Everybody's a slut. We just are trained in such a way that to hide or slut, because we're using that word. So depending on which crowd you're in and your friends, you're
The point of view.
like this, right? But I think that personally, I think like sex, like everything is just it's supernatural. And the reason I'm asking you these questions is because what I'm trying to figure out is what's happening with a Paisa guy when he's seeing, like if I'm in Canada and I see a Latina girl pass
You're
by,
crazy.
It made my day. It made my day. I'm like, it was a Latina. She had long black hair. She walked like this. She blah,
No,
blah,
and
blah,
she
blah.
had a big booty. That's
Yeah.
usually the assumption.
Not every Latina. It
Well,
depends
then
on
you
the
wouldn't
country.
be talking about
Hold
her
on,
if she
yeah.
didn't.
Well,
you
know,
wouldn't be talking. You wouldn't come running home to me and tell me, Andrew, I saw a Latina with no butt. No, that wouldn't be happening. I know this. I know
Oh,
this man.
boy.
That's not gonna
Oh,
happen.
I know
boy.
this
Oh,
man.
boy.
That's not gonna happen.
All right, last question. What is your opinion of the Paisa man? Do you think that Paisas are chauvinists? Or do you think that Paisas are machistas? Or do you think it's just normal life?
No, bro. I think it's like all we have our life, and there's like a normal guy. There's not like a culture where we can say there's a lot of girls fighting against men's or men's fighting against women's. You know, there's not gonna happen. I think we're like the same. We have the same rights. We have the same, style.
Is that true? I'm gonna ask you some
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
questions.
your
Yeah.
opinion
Yeah.
is that we're all equal.
Uh-huh.
But do you think
We're all
that everyone is equal?
You know how to cook?
Yeah.
Don't fucking yeah. Do you really know how to? I'm not talking about an arepa with a little 2 fucking eggs. Do you know how, like, if you invited the blonde-haired girl, right?
With the blue eyes.
With the blue eyes.
Yeah.
To dinner, I assume you live with your family. You're only 21 years old. Your family's out of town.
Yeah.
You meet that girl again. You invite her over for dinner. Can you cook dinner for her?
I don't know how to cook.
Okay, good. 1 second. Have you ever cleaned your whole house?
Yeah. I have
When?
like
When you were 14, when you were drinking?
Yeah.
No, I'm being real. I want you to really answer the question. I want you to be honest. I'm not trying to make you look bad or make you look good I just want to understand. You said you don't know how to cook.
No.
And
I don't like it.
You don't like it.
No. Definitely.
Okay.
You obviously don't like to clean. You don't like to clean. If you don't like to cook, you don't like to clean. You don't like to clean. Or do you like to clean?
I like to clean, but like my room, of course, the house. But I've been doing for I don't know, like 2-3 times in my life, bro.
2 or 3 times in your life. You cleaned the house.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Here's what people say about Paisa men. In general, foreigners, foreign women. I'm not talking about men. Foreign women. Foreign women go, and even local women say that Paisa men are accustomed to being como like mimados, babied by their moms, right?
Yeah.
So when
First of all, would you agree to that statement that like moms mimar or baby their child, their son?
I think it can happen, or it can just.
do you hold your mother's hand when you walk in Tesoro? Do you hold her hand?
Yeah, sure.
That's mimado
That's
because
mimado.
that's mimado. That's mimado,
Really?
but good.
That will
But
never
that's good.
happen.
It doesn't happen.
Maybe like in the Middle East where men hold other men's hands. That's very different. But I've never in my life seen in any other country where you walk in public holding your mom's hand. And that's very good.
It's
I
amazing.
believe that's amazing. I'd never do it because I grew up in California.
And because you have rough hands.
Yeah, and they're broken. From
Please hold your
basketball.
fingers up, Felipe.
Yeah.
This is
I have
why-
Oh
broken
my
ass
God.
hands. Yeah,
They-
from
it's like
basketball.
weird.
That's
It's weird.
when you play sports, you know.
Okay,
That's
so
what's
good. So you
happening.
said yes.
Yeah.
Now, here's what foreign women say. They say that the man or the boy or the whatever leaves his mother's house and then he gets a girlfriend. He really likes her. He loves her. But he expects her to be the mother, to be like his mother. Do you agree with that or disagree with
Like
that?
clean the house, cook, take care of the home.
Uh-huh. I like what I hope he got that. You just jiggled the fucking G-Shock brothers. G-Shock brothers.
G-Shock, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I would say some of the guys do. You know, some of the guys are looking for like mother view of a girl.
Yeah.
You know, in a girl.
Yeah.
And probably because of the situation that they have to live with her. I mean, I'm talking with the mother, you know. Probably because she was there, or maybe she wasn't there. You know, who knows? But I think some other guys just can turn into it, and they start looking something completely different. You know, a girl who is like the self. You know, like hardworking or whatever it is. It depends how the guy is.
But what I mean by that, she could be hardworking, right? She's a very hardworking woman.
Independent.
Follow me. She's independent. She's just like you, okay? And now you're at a house together. Who's gonna wash the laundry? You or her? Who's gonna turn the machine on? You or her?
I don't know.
No,
bro.
you can ask. You see, this
know,
is what
bro.
I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say.
What if I get a person to do that? That's
Even better. That's better.
That's better.
But you trying to get around the question.
And the person,
my thing,
but
I know what you're saying.
let me ask.
I
But
know
the
what you're
person that you get to do it is going to be a man or a woman.
A woman.
Exactly.
Fuck, bro.
We're in a different.
You got me, bro. You got me.
Well, no, but even in Canada, if you said somebody's coming over to clean my house, there's no guy named Jeffrey.
Maybe a Canadian girl, who knows?
So you're gonna get a Canadian. So there's the problem. What's gonna happen? Is you're gonna see that. So you're gonna see the beautiful Canadian girl with blue eyes and blonde hair, and you'll be like waiting for the laundry, and she'll look at you like, why are you looking at me? And
pick up those underwear?
I think that's the beautiful thing, right? Which I hope, like, obviously there's a balance of stuff, but I hope that here at least the women will experience guys that, and that's to your friends. If you want to talk about what, and I'm not a foreign woman, so I can't speak. I'm not speaking for them. From what I've heard, is that one of their biggest problems is that the men just expect them to be the moms and don't expect to be like men that
Like a really man?
That not just a really man is like, it's like, oh, I want to be, but like that shares a responsibility. And a lot of Paisa women that date foreign guys, they're like, I will fucking hate dating Paisa guys, and they're Paisas. And I'm like, why do you hate dating Paisa men? It's because it's like, I'm their mother. Do you know that? Do you know that? Have you
No,
heard that?
really,
That is the, and if there's a Paisa woman watching this, if there's a foreign woman watching this right now, right? Or a Paisa woman watching this right now, and you disagree with what I'm saying, or I'm saying something false and I'm representing, please write in the comment. Don't yell at me because I'm sensitive. I drink pink juices. But that's actually the opinion.
Well, yeah, I see. As I told you, they're looking for like moderate images on a girl,
Yeah.
and it's because I would say all men as women, like to feel be in love or be loved,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and maybe their perception of love
Is
is
what their mom-
like
is
how
what
their
their moms
mom
used to
showed
do.
them, which is make the bed, cook breakfast, cook lunch, cook dinner, clean the house, and that's. I guess that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's
No. I'm just
understandable.
trying to get to. I'm
That's
just trying to give a
understandable.
perspective. Because I know, like, for example, right? If there's a foreign woman watching this, right? Because there's a lot of women that are thinking of coming here. They're thinking of dating guys. They're curious about why certain things are. I'm just trying to give a different perspective because we're talking about bodies and faces, and if a Calenia is better, if a Paisa is better. But literally, this is what women are thinking about.
Yeah.
They're thinking about the how good looking a guy is.
They have like a deeper thought of it.
Of course. We're just like
physically.
exactly.
We're time.
Exactly, and that's the thing that a lot of women will look and be like, well, yeah, he could be attractive, but he can't make me an egg.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know how to make it. So I'm just trying to get your opinion, and I'm gonna fucking kill you in Spanish when we come to this, because I'm gonna ask you the same thing in Spanish. So the Paisa friends, hey, practice, because your Paisa friends,
Now we're gonna be
this is
switching
gonna
over
get juicy.
Spanish.
I know,
I was like,
bro.
I want your friends to hear this shit. I want them to hear this shit. Or
Fuck,
we're gonna
bro.
go there.
Right.
We're gonna go there.
Well, thank you guys for watching the Colombia podcast in English. Make sure to check it out if you speak Spanish and know anybody that speaks Spanish. Check out the same episode 46 with El Dueño de El Chuzo de Jota.
Nicolás. He's got two last
the young
names.
guy.
Yeah,
Capítulo 46.
the 12-year-old businessman. yeah. If you want to see Andrew in a skinny leopard print thong, please be sure to follow us and listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, or any other major podcast platforms. And Andrew, if they want to see our ugly faces, what should they do?
They could see us on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube for show.